Why most people stay broke and how to escape. Most people don't stay broke because they lack talent. They don't stay broke because they were born in the wrong neighborhood, or because fate cursed them, or because opportunity never came knocking. Stay broke because they've been trained since childhood to think, feel, and act like broke people. It's not their bank account. That's empty. It's their vision. It's their belief in what's possible. It's their willingness to take full responsibility for their destiny. You see, wealth is first created in the only mind before it is created in the marketplace. And if the mind is programmed for scarcity, no amount of hard work will build lasting abundance. Because without a shift in thinking, every dollar earned will find a way to disappear. Look around. Most people have been conditioned to trade their time for money hour by hour, paycheck by paycheck, never realizing that time is the most expensive currency they will ever spend. Spend their lives earning just enough to cover last month's bills, repeating the same cycle until their dreams dissolve into memories of what might have been. And here is the tragedy. Society rewards this cycle. It tells you to play it safe, to get a secure job, to keep your head down, to fit in. But history is not written by those who fit in. It is written by those who decide the rules do not apply to them. Andrew Carnegie started with nothing. A penniless immigrant in a foreign country, working in a factory for $1.20 a week. But he decided long before he had his first million that he would not die broke. Henry Ford was not born into wealth. He worked on farms. He repaired watches. He dismantled engines just to see how they worked. But in his mind, he saw an America where every family could own a car. That vision, not his starting point, determined his wealth. The truth is, most people never even set a vision for their wealth. Ask the average person how much money they want to earn in the next year, and they'll either shrug or name some small, arbitrary number, just enough to feel comfortable. Comfort is the dream that kills ambition. The broke mindset whispers, don't dream too big, you might get disappointed. The wealthy mindset shouts, dream bigger than anyone thinks is possible, and then make it inevitable. Why do most people stay broke? Because they seek certainty instead of opportunity. Because they choose short-term pleasure over long-term gain. Because they consume more than they create. And because they fear rejection, risk, and ridicule more than they fear a life half-lived. When Thomas Edison set out to create the electric light, he was told it couldn't be done, that gas lamps were good enough, that the public wouldn't care for his invention. He didn't ask for permission. He pushed forward, failing over and over until he succeeded. That's the difference. Most people quit before they've even begun. Here's the reality nobody likes to hear. Wealth is not about luck. It is not about inheritance. It is not even about intelligence. It is about habits. Broke people have poor habits financially, mentally, emotionally. They watch more TV than they read books. They talk more than they listen. They spend before they invest. They think about Friday night more than they think about the next 5 years. The wealthy are obsessed with different habits. They wake early. They plan their days. They invest in themselves before they invest in anything else. They are students of their craft, their industry, and their own mind. When you study the great fortunes of history, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Bezos, Musk, you will find that the money was a byproduct of their vision, their discipline, and their refusal to settle. Poor aim for survival. The wealthy aim for legacy. And here's the part most people get wrong. Escaping the broke cycle doesn't start with money. It starts with a decision. A decision to reject the patterns you were raised with, if those patterns are keeping you trapped. A decision to think like the person you want to become, not the person you've been. You will never escape financial mediocrity by doing what everyone else is doing. The masses will work for wages their entire lives and call it normal. They will spend more on entertainment than education, and call it balance. They will hope for a raise while never raising their own value. If you want to escape, you must stop thinking like the masses. Stop trading hours for dollars. Start trading ideas for wealth. Stop living for weekends. Start building a life you don't need to escape from. Stop fearing risk. Start fearing the cost of inaction, because the most expensive thing in life is the dream you never pursue. Every year you wait is another year compounded in regret, and regret is the one debt you can never